Hey there, everybody. This is CP Cars and Dice. Hope everybody's doing well, staying safe, staying healthy. And here we are with another presentation of our 1971 Amazing A's using Deep Drive Baseball. It's the first game against the Detroit Tigers in Oakland at Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. Good ballpark for the long ball, which is, I don't know, good or bad, depending on who's hitting them, right? So we're right about to get started. It's going to be Diego Segui. He's one of the five main starters for the Oakland A's in 1971. We're still waiting for Dobson. Pat Dobson hasn't showed up yet. And neither has Odoms. Both of those guys are a big part of the starting core for the Amazing A's of 1971. Right now, it's basically been Fingers filling in as the fourth starter. It's been Hunter, Blue, Segui, and then Fingers, and then we had an appearance by a guy named Gardner, who eventually ends up with the Yankees. He pitched a game. So it's the usual suspects for the A's in the outfield and the infield. In the infield, it's Bando at third, Campaneris at short, Green at second, and Mincher at first. Mincher, I believe, goes off to Washington on May 8th. This game is played. Let's take a quick peek when this game is played. This game is played Friday, the 23rd of April. So we have a couple more weeks until Mike Epstein, the Super Jew, shows up to play first base, and he pounds out a bunch of home runs in 71. So we're looking forward to getting him in the lineup. And then in the outfield for the A's, it's going to be Joe Rudi in left, Rick Monday in center, and Reginald Martinez Jackson in right field, number 9. Behind the plate is Dave Duncan, and on the mound is Diego Segui. Diego Segui was 10-8 with a 3.14 ERA and 26 games started. About 146 innings pitched. Not a real strikeout guy, had 81 strikeouts. And he's going up against Detroit's Dean Chance. Dean Chance was 4-6 with a 3.51 ERA in 31 games. I imagine it was some of those were relief and others were starting. Let's look at the lineup for the Tigers and start rolling. It's going to be Dick McAuliffe at second base, leading off. Then it's Gates Brown in left field, batting second. Batting third is going to be Jim Northrup. He is the center fielder, batting third. In the cleanup spot is Al Kaline, who hits 15 home runs. That's 294. Average is still up there. His power has declined. Norm Cash, batting fifth at first base, hits 32 home runs. Bill Freehan, batting seventh, the catcher. 277 average with 21 home runs. And it's Aurelio Rodriguez, batting seventh at third base. Batting eighth is the shortstop, Ed Brinkman. And batting ninth is going to be the pitcher, Dean Chance. That's the lineup, and it's going to be Diego Segui on the mound. We're right about to get started. Now, the way you play deep drive baseball is you throw a D10. You do the D10 first, and then the white D10, and you read it red to white. So let's go see Diego Segui to Dick McAuliffe. That's a 88. That's going to be off the pitcher. It's going to be an out column, and the 0 is lined to the third baseman. So it's going to be L5. And there it is, line out 5, nice and easy. I'm using the hotkeys with Replay Baseball PC, and I was in the mood to do a score sheet. I'm using the payoff pitch score sheet. Under this, I have the Replay Baseball score sheet, which I also really like. Why? Because it has this little mini baseball field at the bottom. And I like putting in the names and maybe the numbers, the defensive numbers. You can do that. That's a cool thing, visitors and defense. This is the only scorecard that I really know that has that little section there with the infield and the outfield. So that's really cool. It makes it different. Plus, it has the visitor and home pitchers right here on a line, so you can kind of see them both rather than one on top and one on the bottom. I kind of like to have them both in the center of the page. So this is a nice. This is my basically. I'm tied for because this gives you an extra line for substitutes, but to be honest, I don't really need that because I have the notes and I can write the pinch hitters in here and I can always fit them underneath. I can put the names on top. It's not a big deal. I do like that part though. It gives you the 2 lines. But really, in the 71, you're not using a lot of lines. So anyway, it's Gates Brown. Now Gates Brown is a guy who has a circle L. What does that mean? That means he shouldn't be facing any left-handed pitchers, right? He should be facing the righties. And if he faces a specialist righty, like a circle righty, then he's going to get an advantage. But that's not the case here. So let's roll for Gates Brown. Gates Brown batted .338 in 200 plate appearances. So wow, he had a pretty good. Oh, and not only that, he hit 11 home runs. So yeah, he had a really good card. Proportionally, playing the whole season, he would have hit 33 home runs. All right, here goes. This is a guy that Diego Segui has to watch out for. All right, everything went flying. Okay, I just kicked it farther under the desk. My cat does a lot of knocking dice off the table, off the desk as well. So every time I go to pick up some dice, I find a lot of other dice as well. All right, here goes. You read the red. It's a 44, so 0 to 50 is going to 0 to 49 is going to be off the batter. So that's a 44, and that's going to be some sort of an out. A 6 is usually a ground out. This time it's to the second baseman, Green, up with it, over to first, and that's going to be a 4-3. Hotkeys are very simple. 4-3, you put in as a 4-3. 2 outs in the first inning. Here goes. And it's a 2-5. This is off the batter, Jim Northrup. 2-5, and an 8 is a fly ball. Right field, Reggie Jackson over. Makes the catch, and that retires the side. F9. Huh. Okay. There we go. 3 up, 3 down for Diego Segui. It's going to be Bert Campaneris next, or leading off for the A's. Let me go over the lineup for the A's. It's going to be Bert Campaneris, shortstop, followed by Joe Rudi in left field and Reggie Jackson in the third hole in right field. First baseman is Mincher, batting cleanup. Sal Bando, the 5th spot at third base. Batting 6th is Rick Monday. Batting 7th is Dave Duncan. Batting 8th is Dick Green, the second baseman. And batting 9th is Diego Segui. All right, to 70 and a 3. 7-0 and a 3 off of Bert Cano, off of Dean Chance. And a 70 is going to be a hit by pitch. So Campy gets plunked, hit batter. He's on at first. Going to roll to see if Campy get a stolen base. Oh, and I believe he does. There he goes. Throw down. Not in time. Bert Campaneris steals second base. So the A's have a runner in scoring position just like that. And a 27 off Joe Rudi is going to be lined and caught by the second baseman. Let's see if he tries to turn 2. And he does. Oh, my goodness. It's lined at McAuliffe. Gets it to Brinkman. And they double Campaneris off second. So that's a 4-6. 4-4-6, I said, double play. Wow, that was exciting. I don't see those very often. So Joe Rudi lines into a double play. They surprised Campaneris at second base. Eddie Brinkman snuck in behind him. That's a 51, Reggie Jackson, and that's going to be a deep drive. And that ball is gone. Oh, no, deep drive. That's off the wall. And Reggie Thought it was gone. Slowed up, and he's going to get a double out of it. He should be at third base. But it's a 2-out double for number 9, Reggie Jackson. Don Mincher now with 2 outs. So let's get the okay. And then we're going to have I'm putting in some numbers here. Joe Rudy then lined out. It was and then Reggie Jackson doubled. And with 2 outs, it's Don Mincher. So 48 and a 6. And that's going to be ripped to second base. McAuliffe up with it over to first and in time. And that retires the side. So the A's get doubled up with a runner at second base and then leave a runner stranded at second. And we go to the top of the second. Al Kaline leading us off against Diego Segui. It's a 73 and a 6, and that's going to be a defensive call. We're going to take a look at the defensive chart. A 24 takes us to range play. Range play 75, and the 75 goes to center field, and Rick Monday's going to run it down. Got a good jump on that ball. Let's see if we do it. Having trouble doing the center. Huh. Okay, Norm Cash is next. And a 16 is ball 4. So Cash walks. Will he steal? No, he's not really a base stealer. His number's a 0. They're not going to worry about that. Freehand, 86 and a 6, and that is ripped to short. Campaneris tosses it to Green, relay to first in time. 6-4-3, double play. That ends the inning. So let's go. This was no runs, no hits. Then it was no runs, 1 hit. Now it was no runs, no hits again. And we're in the bottom of the second. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. Sal Bando. Oh, no, Norm Cash. I have Norm Cash coming up, and I shouldn't have that. Let me go back. So K-line, flied out. And then it was Cash walked. And then it was a 6-4-3 double play. I'm doing 2. I'm doing double score sheet. Sal Bando. 47 and a 5. That's off Bando's card. That's hard hit to second base. McAuliffe throws out Bando. 4-3. Rick Monday's next. Rick Monday's a left-handed hitter. In the replay, Rick Monday's batting .259 with 54 at-bats. That's a 38 and a 2. That's off Monday's card, and that's going to be chopped to first base. Cash is going to race Monday to the bag and gets there. So it's 3 unassisted. And Dave Duncan. 73 and a 7 is going to be strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no score at the end of 2 complete. Aurelio Rodriguez against Diego Segui. And that's a 74 and a 2. And strike 3. Wait a second. No, wait. I'm looking at the wrong card. That's a 74 and a 2 is a comebacker to Segui. Feels his position. Throws out Throws out Rodriguez for out number 1. Ed Brinkman is next in the top of the third. 94-0, and that's going to be lined and caught by Bando. L5. And it's Dean Chance, the pitcher. 52 is going to be a deep drive, but that never happened, so that's going to be a strikeout. Three up, three down. We go bottom of the third, no score here in Oakland, Alameda County Coliseum. Chance strikes out. All right, it's going to be Dick Green against Chance. And it's a 14, and that is strike 3. Dick Green strikes out. Next is Diego Segui. The pitch from Chance is fouled off. Pulled 47-5, and that's a K. Back-to-back strikeouts. Actually, Chance has struck out the last 3 batters he's faced. He's got 3 Ks so far in this game. 1 K for Segui. Bert Campaneris, who reached on a hit by pitch and stole second in the first. A 96-5. And that's ripped to short. Backhanded by Brinkman. Long throw to first is low, but scooped out by Cash for the out. So no runs, no hits. Go to the top of the fourth. Dick McAuliffe is leading us off. And that's a 24-1. And that's popped up. Middle of the infield. Campaneris makes the catch. Gates Brown. And a 22-7, and that's going to be ball 4. Gates Brown walks, trots down to first base. So 1 out, 1 on for Jim Northrup. Northrup batted .270 with 16 home runs. Northrup doesn't strike out a lot, so we're going to hit and run. It's going to be an 82-0. That's a line out, and that is going to be a double play. 5-3 double play, or 5-5-3, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits. So let's do that quickly. Gates Brown walks. And then it's going to be an L. I'll line out. See how to do that. I'm going to have to go to detail for this one. A line out, and it'll be 5-3. Batter is out, and the runner is out as well. Okay. Joe Rudy, bottom of the fourth. Fouls one back, 0-1 the count. And a 96 is going to be off Dean Chance's card. A 5 is going to be hard hit ball to the shortstop, who scoops it and lets it fly to first. 1 up, 1 down. Reggie Jackson. Jackson in our replays batting .288 with no home runs and 73 RBIs. I'm sorry, 73 at bats, excuse me. And in reality, he hit 32 home runs. So he's gotten off to a slow power start. 89 on a 2 is going to be off Chance's card, and that's going to be a comebacker to Chance. 1-3. And with 2 outs, it's Don Mincher. And a 0-6 is going to be line base hit. Mincher's on with a 2-out single. Sal Bando, who leads the team in home runs with 4. Let's see here. Sal Bando. Here's the pitch to Sal. 53 is going to be, just missed a deep drive. That's line base hit. Mincher may go to third. No. Gonna stop at second base. Yes, I believe he does go to third. Hold on a second. I looked at the wrong spot. He does go over to third base. So first and third now with 2 outs. So the A's have a little something going here in the bottom of the fourth. Runners on first and third for Rick Monday. He's a lefty in our replay. Let's back up on that. Let's do this. So Rick Monday now in our replay is batting .255 with a 1 home run and 55 at bats. Dean Chance looks in for the sign. Bando at first base is going to go from a 1F to a 3F in terms of base stealing. Let's see. And then the catcher is Freehan. Let's see how Freehan does throwing out guys. Freehan is he has no rating for throwing out guys. So let's take a quick peek at the stolen base. But it was a 3F. He's going to be more chance of being out than being safe. Guys with a C, D, or F are usually not very good. They get thrown out more often. So we're not going to run on this. First and third, 2 outs. Rick Monday, here's a pitch. 47 is off Monday's card. A 3 is a ground ball to third base. Aurelio Rodriguez throw to first and in time. And that retires the side. No runs. 2 hits. Top of the fifth. Al Kaline against Diego Segui. Diego Segui was 10-8 with a 3.14 ERA. 97-9. That's fly to center field. Rick Monday there. And he makes the catch. Went up 1 down. Next is Norm Cash. And a 16 is ball 4. So Cash walks. And let's take a look at his stolen base numbers. Cash is, nope, not really a good base runner at all. Freehan, again, another player doesn't strike out very much, and we're going to try to hit and run. 68 this time, and that's going to be a strikeout. And a strikeout, and we're going to roll. So let me look and see what that becomes here. That's an interesting one because hit and run. Wait. There is a hit and run chart. Hold on a second. Okay, hit and run chart on a strikeout says check modifier. Let's look at the one if it's a 4. So if it's a 4, it's a foul ball. All right. So it's a foul ball. We roll again. Cash is on at first with a base on balls. And it's a 50. That's going to be a deep drive. And a 4. And a 71. And that's going to split Rudy and Monday. And that's going to roll to the wall. Norm Cash is going to be with 2 outs. He's going to become fast. With 2 outs, a fast base runner on a double is going to score all the way from first. So it's an RBI double. And the Tigers are up 1-0 here in the top of the fifth on the 1 out double by Bill Freehan. Aurelio Rodriguez now. So that is a double plus enter at 1-0. Here's the pitch. It's a 53. And that's going to be a single plus. Freehan is, let's see what Freehan is here. Freehan is going to be very slow. That's going to, with 1, oh, wait a second. I made a mistake. Hold on a second. There's only 1 out. And I gave credit to Cash for 2 outs. So with 2 outs, it would have been a question mark. With 2 outs, it would have been a question mark whether he scores on that double. Let's roll 2 dice to see if he scores on that double. Let's see if I get 2 D10 here. That's 1. Oh, no. So let's back up 1 before we move forward. All right, so we're going to roll 2 D10 for the previous play to see if he scores, because we are going to try to score him. There's 1 out. With no outs, I would hold him. A 21, he scores. Okay, good. Everything stays the same. Now, the 53 and the 0, what were we deciding that was? It was a single plus. Freehand is very slow, so he's going to stop at third base. So first and third now with 1 out, and the infield is going to come in for the A's. 1-0, Detroit. Diego Segui versus Ed Brinkman. A 78 and a 1. And that may be what we're looking for. It's popped up right side. Over there is Mincher, waits for it, makes the catch, and that's 2 outs. So pop 3. And now it's going to be Dean Chance. Two outs. First and third, pitcher Dean Chance. The pitch from Segui is a 28 and an 8, and that's strike 3, and that retires the side. But now before the Tigers pick up a run on 2 hits, they lead at 1-0. Dave Duncan leading off the bottom of the 5th. A 46 and a 3 is going to be ground ball third base. Aurelio Rodriguez over to first. Out number 1. Dick Green is up next. That's a 70 and a 6. That's going to be a hit by pitch. So Green gets plunked. It's a second hit batsman by Dean Chance. Diego Segui is going to bunt. Going to get the bunt chart and out. It's a 22 and a 0. That's going to be foul back for strike 2. Again, he squares the bunt. A 73 and a 9 is going to be strike 3. Fouls it, bunts it foul. And it's a strikeout. And now we go to the top of the order, Campaneris with Green on first base. Green is not really a base stealer at all either. Bird Campaneris, 33 and a 5. And that's going to be chopped slowly to McAuliffe, who charges it over to first in time. 4-3, and that's going to retire the side. Top of the 6th is Dick McAuliffe, leads us off. And a 98 and an 8 is a fly to center, a fly to left field. Joe Rudy's there. Makes the catch. Gates Brown. It's a 48 and a 9, and that's going to be off of Brown, and the 9 is a fly to center. Rick Monday. 2 out. And Jim Northrup here in the top of the 6th, 1-0 Tigers, 92 and a 2 is comebacker to Segui. Throws out Northrup, and that retires the side. Joe Rudy's leading us off in the bottom of the 6th. Oh, Chance can go 8, and he's at his 8 already. He is at his 8. So this is his 8th actually. He's gone 5 plus 2 around the lineup twice. That's 2 plus 5 is 7. So you can go this one, then he's out. So 34 and a 4, and that is he's ripped to third, backhanded by Rodriguez on his feet. Long throw to first in time. Great play by Aurelio Rodriguez. Reggie Jackson. 62 and a 2, and that's ball 4, so Jackson walks. And Jackson is a 2C. He'll be a 4C against Chance. So he's going to try to go. Oh, and I think he makes it. I think he makes it. He's a 4C. And a 4C, it says 0 to 23 is a stolen base, so Jackson steals second. So we got a tying run in scoring position now. Don Mincher. Pitch to Don Mincher is a 31 and a 3. And that's defense. So we're going to pull the defensive chart, and a 92. 92 says fly ball center field, and Northrup in center field is he's a decent, he's a below average, but he makes this catch. At a 92, he will make the, oh, that's right field. He will make the catch at a 92. What do we roll? A 9, yep, 92 is a right fielder, excuse me. 92 is a right fielder, and at a 2, let's see, the right fielder is K-Line, and K-Line is a 3. He makes that catch. F9. And with an F9, I don't know. Jackson's going to stay at second base. He's not going to try to attempt to tag up. Let's see. Hold on. So we have a walk. Okay. All right. I see what happened here. I see what happened. Okay. So, hold, give me a second. I got to backtrack a little bit. Gotta have to backtrack here a little bit. And then it was there. And then McCullough flied out to left field. Fly out to center field. And then Northrup grounded comebacker. And that is when Rudy came up and grounded out. And it was a walk and a stolen base for Jackson. Mincher flied out to right. And now we have Sal Bando. Pitch from Chance, an 88 and a 9. And that's a fly ball center field. On the run is Northrup and gets there, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits. We go to the top of the 6th. I'm sorry. No runs, no hits. We go to top of the 7th. Al Kaline is leading us off. Pitch from Segui. A 30 and a 3 is going to be defense. And a 96. Going to be a ball to center field. On the run is Monday, and Rick Monday is going to have it go off the heel of his glove. And into second base is going to be Al Kaline. So it's going to be an E2, a 2-base error on the center fielder, Rick Monday. So Kaline is at second base. Norm Cash now. So 31 and a 3. That's going to be defense. Back-to-back defensive results. 21 is going to be range. And a range 46 is going to take us to shortstop, and Campy's going to get there. And a G3, I believe, is going to let the runner advance on the G3, I believe. Let's see. Or maybe not. G3 says with a runner on second, A, batter thrown out, runners hold. 6-3. So runner holds on this. Ground ball, 6-3. And now it's Bill Freehan. Pitch from Segui. It's a 32 and a 5. And that is ripped to second base. Green up with it. Over to third is going to go Kaline. 4-3. 2 out. And now it's Aurelio Rodriguez. He batted 253. Going to pitch to him. The pitch and an 88 and a 3 is going to be our third out. Bando, throw to first in time, and that retires the side. So no runs, no hits. The error, but nothing comes of it. And we go to the bottom half of the seventh. Chance is out now. So we're going to bring in a relief pitcher. Collins. It's going to be Jim Hanna. I'm going to bring in Jim Hanna. We've got Fred Sherman and Bill Zepp. So we're going to bring in Hanna for an inning. Let's get him in here. Just click on the pitcher spot, and Hanna's right there. Bring the sub. Done. He's in. Facing Rick Monday. Here's a pitch. It's a 15, and that is ball 4. So Hanna walks. Hanna walks Monday. Tying run is on at first. Hannon. And it's Dave Duncan next. An 88 and a 4 is going to be slow grounder, second base. And Monday's going to make it to second easily. 1 out. Dick Green is next. A 43 and a 9, and that's a fly to right. Who's out there? That's K-Line. He makes the catch. And that brings up the pitcher, Segiba, with the tying run at second base. We're going to see a pinch hitter here. We are going to see a pinch hitter. And we want to bring in probably our main guy, our main pinch hitter at this point. It's going to be Tommy Davis. So here comes Tommy Davis to pinch hit. And then we'll see Bob Locker coming in to pitch in the next inning. I'll make sure I put him in by doing that. All right, Tommy Davis. Tommy Davis is a 324 hitter, and what happens here, if we walk him, we're putting the go-ahead run on base, so we don't want to do that. So we're going to let Hannon pitch to Tommy Davis. See what happens with the tying run at second base and 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Oh, I thought that was it there. 81 and a fly ball right field over his K-line and makes the catch. So Davis flies out, and that's going to end the inning. New pitcher is going to be, what did I say, Locker, Bob Locker. All right. Let's get Locker in there. Fly ball right field. Locker's going to face Brinkman. And Locker had a 2.86 ERA in 47 games. He's going to face Ed Brinkman here in the top of the 8th. Here's the pitch. 29 and a 5, and that is ripped to second base. Green up with it, over to first. 1 up, 1 down. And we're going to get a pinch hitter. It's going to be Dalton Jones to pinch hit. Dalton Jones batted 254, and it's a 47 and a 0. That's line and caught by the first baseman, Mincher. L3, 2 outs, Dick McAuliffe. And a 38 and a 2, and that's a comebacker to Locker. Fields his position, throws out McAuliffe, and that retires the side. Go to the bottom of the 8th. New pitcher. He goes 1. Gives up a walk. And now it's going to be the closer, Fred Sherman, is going to come in. Fred Sherman is going to pitch to the leadoff batter, Bert Campaneris. Let's get Sherman in there. All right, Campaneris, a 76 and a 0, and that's line and caught by second baseman McAuliffe. L4 on the hotkeys, Joe Rudi, 62, and that's ball 4, so Rudi walks. He's on at first, won't be going anywhere. Reginald Martinez Jackson. .67, and that's strike 3. Reggie goes down on a knee, taking a big cut, big uppercut for number 9. Hit 47 home runs in 1969. Don Mincher. 0-8. That's going to be line base hit. To third base goes Rudi. He's going to stop at third. First and third with 2 outs. Don Mincher lines a 2-out single against Fred Sherman. And it's Sal Bando. And that is going to be a – I forgot to do this. Haven't been throwing the wild pitches. Let's throw a couple. There you go. Forgot all about the wild pitches in this game. There haven't been many men on base, but anyway. All right, so that's going to be a deep drive off Bando. And with a 5, and that is a 72, that's going to be a double. That's going to score the tying run. We're going to see if we can get Mincher to score. Mincher is a slow. He's going to become average. We're going to try to score him. They're waving Mincher around, and he's going to be safe. So the A's go up on a 2-out, 2-run double by Sal Bando with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Rick Monday. Going to try to throw that one now. Try to remember to throw the wild pitches. Just haven't been a lot of guy. I don't know. It hasn't been I just brain fart on that. So Sal Bando doubles, big double by Sal Bando. And the A's are up 2-1. Rick Monday next. It's a 26 and a 7, and that's strike 3, and that retires the side. 2 strikeouts for Sherman, but unfortunately for the Tigers, the A's pick up 2 runs on 2 hits. The big hit coming on a 2-run, 2-out double by Sal Bando. Top of the 9th. And in the top of the 9th, we're looking at Gates Brown, a lefty. So we're going to counter that. We're going to counter that with a lefty of our own. And we're going to bring in Paul Lindblad. Where is Lindblad? I may have sent Lindblad to the California Angels by accident because he's red, and I know the Angels were – oh, no, wait, here he is. I see red there. Lindblad ends the season with Washington. But he's here for now, and he's going to come in. So Monday strikes out, and this is the top of the 9th now. It's going to be Brown, Northrup, and Kaline. So we're going to bring in a lefty to face the lefty Brown, and that's going to force a pinch hitter. He's going to bring up a pinch hitter. And who's going to be? Okay, so that means we're going to have to take a quick peek at Joe Niekro was with Detroit in 71. I was not aware of that. We're waiting to see who's going to be called to pinch hit for Gates Brown against the lefty Paul Lindblad. If the score holds up, it's going to be Bob Locker with the victory for the A's. 2-1 right here in the top of the ninth. We're waiting for a Dalton Jones and Kevin Collins. We're going to go to the next game to see who else pinch hits for the Tigers. We need a righty. Willie Horton's available. We're going to bring Willie Horton with good power. Going to call him. He's picking up some lumber. Going to head towards the box. Willie Horton. Now you get every card with Deep Drive Baseball. They're very easy to read. That's one thing I really like. I have a lot of, if you go to the Facebook page, the Deep Drive Facebook page, you can see all the tutorials. I got about 5 or 6 tutorials. And if there's anything that you don't see, let me know, and I'll put it up there. So Willie Horton is going to hit for Gates Brown. Willie Horton hit 22 home runs and 500 plate appearances. So he's got good power. Horton for Brown, top 9. Here goes. It's a 64 off Lindblad, and that's going to be strike 3. Blows one by. Willie Horton. Next is Jim Northrup. Northrup is 0 for 3. He's flied out. Northrup, and that's looks like a 5.53. That was doubled, hit into a double play, and then hit back to the pitcher. It's a 72 and a 0, and that's going to be line and caught by Mincher at first. 2 out. So the A's are 1 out away from victory. And it's going to be Al Kaline. Al Kaline just recently passed, I believe. Here's the pitch to Kaline, a 49 and a 3. That's going to be off Kaline's. And that's a rip to third, backhanded by Bando. Long throw to first is high, but nice stretch by Mincher, and that's the ball game. The A's win it. The A's win it by a score of 2-1. Tigers, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. The A's, 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. Bob Locker gets the victory. He's 3-0. Fred Sherman gets the loss. He's 0-1. Sal Bando is the MVP with that 2-run double in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2-run, 2-out double. And let's take a quick peek at the box score. Mincher had 2 hits, raised his average to 369. Sal Bando had 2 hits, batting 313. And Jackson went 1 for 3, batting 280. He's just having issues with the power, not connecting for any power, really. Segui went 7 innings, pitched, allowed 2 hits, one earned run, walked 3, struck out 2. And Bob Locker got the victory with 2. I see. Wow, okay. And that's the ball game. So this is CP Cards and Dice. Hope you enjoyed the presentation. We had some issues with the chat. I don't know, whatever it is. Don't worry about it. You'll catch up to me next time. And this is CP Cards and Dice saying thanks for watching Deep Drive Baseball, and I will see you soon. Let's go A's.